I actually reincarnated as a 3-year-old cutie, and not only that, but I also became the sect leader. In my previous life, I was the Grand Sword Emperor who climbed to the top of the peak. One person, one sword. The immortals who wished to climb the peak in my eyes were nothing but ants. Unfortunately, I was betrayed by my good friend and ambushed by 300 immortals, and my pride was ruined. Fortunately, I had a secret. I was able to separate my spirit and preserve my memories. But the person who summoned my spiritual mind was my spirit actually encountered the remnant soul of a 3-year-old cutie. I pinched the boy's chubby cheeks and said, "What a cute fellow, coming to seek my help. You're so young, yet you have such strong grievances." A few days ago, hundreds of evil cultivators attacked the sect and seized the sect's treasure. They quickly broke through the mountain's formation and immediately killed everyone. The boy explained, "My father was the Sect Master, who is also the strongest cultivator. In order to protect the sect, he forcibly used his secret arts. As a result, his true essence flowed backwards. His cultivation base was exhausted within 3 hours, and even his life essence is depleting. After the battle, my father voluntarily gave up his position as Sect Master, but someone took this opportunity and forced me to drink poison. So that's the case. Poor little fellow. It seems that fate has bound you and me together. Just leave it to me." From then on, I was reincarnated as a 3-year-old child, and at this moment, everyone wants me to become the sect leader simply because they think I'm young and easy to manipulate for their own benefit. But I have seen all kinds of situations before. These scumbags are not worth my attention. Even the disciples below are unhappy that a 3-year-old child is their sect leader, and they joke about me having to rely on cuteness to kill enemies in the future. Now, the most important thing is to establish my authority, so I had all the disciples stand up. However, one of the girls was infatuated with my adorable appearance and looked at me with a lovesick expression. "Elders, what is the current situation of the sect?" Report to the young sect leader. Although the sect has survived the crisis, its vitality has been greatly damaged. There's still a lot of work to be done both inside and outside the section. Several major peaks and the everlasting heavens pool have been destroyed, and 13 elders of the sect have died, with countless disciples also perishing. Now, how should we save the sect? Sect Master, please make the decision. Then the old man gave a signal to his subordinates, and the disciples below started to make a fuss, urging me to come up with a solution quickly. It turned out that the old man wanted to create an angry atmosphere to take advantage of me and use me as his puppet. But how could I not know his thoughts? Before I answer, "Uncle, who are you?" As the young Sect Master, I asked. "Sect Master, this old man is the everlasting sect's elder Chio Jin-chi," he replied. "Uncle Chio is amazing. To be unscathed in such a disastrous battle. If only my father was this amazing, he wouldn't have suffered." The injured disciples heard this and finally realized something was wrong. That's right, Chio Jin-chi's cultivation is inferior to the previous Sect Master. How can he be the only one unscathed from the attack of evil cultivators? Uncle Chio's expression turned fierce as he explained, "Little Sect Master, what are you implying? My cultivation is no match compared to the previous Sect Master. It's only during battle It was because I was evacuating the injured disciples, that's why I wasn't injured. Such nonsense can only fool children. How could I, who have been reincarnated, believe it?" I put on an Oscar-winning performance and said, "Uncle Chio, I didn't mean to ask. Please don't stare at me like that. I'm scared," and burst into tears. Uncle Chio was at a loss for words, not knowing what to do. The girl who was previously infatuated with me said, "Elder Chio, the Sect Master used up all of his cultivation to protect the section. For the sect, the little Sect Master has to take on such a great responsibility. We should be giving our fullest support. Why are you being so aggressive? He's just a child." Realizing the situation wasn't good, Elder Chio quickly explained, "That's not what I meant." The people behind him said, "She's right, Elder Chio. What are you planning?" It was time for me to perform again. I wiped away the tears from the corner of my eyes and said, "Everyone, please don't blame Elder Chio. He is only saying so for the sect's sake." My father said, "The sect is everyone's home. I believe everyone here would play a part to help the sect, right?" One chubby person was excited and said, "Yes, I agree. The previous Sect Master just used all of his cultivation. He might not live for long." His mother also turned pale overnight and is now in a state of shock. How pitiful. At a young age, a child should be free. However, now he has to take on the position of Sect Master at the mercy of others. To a 3-year-old child, is this not heartbreaking enough? I was shocked by his speech. This person is actually trying to help. This fatty might actually be able to deal with problems. The chubby person continued, "Chio Jin-chi, are you trying to go against us?" Suddenly, with a loud bang, he shattered his clothes, revealing the wounds on his body. Everyone present was shocked. "Chio Jin-chi, these are all my injuries. Where are yours?" Chio Jin-chi panicked. He really panicked. Just then, his brain-dead disciple walked out and said, "Master's cultivation is high. When against 3 people with demonic cultivation, he didn't get injured. Is this also wrong? If we're talking about injuries, I also have wounds on my body. Just because your little finger has a scratch, does that count as an injury? It seems to have healed already." Leaving Chio Jin-chi speechless, my stupid disciple, he thought to himself. The crowd felt as if they were being humiliated by this idiot and began to show their battle scars. Meanwhile, I was quietly watching this good show. The idiot disciple said, "Publicly letting people remove their clothes is so embarrassing." Chio Jin-chi secretly thought, this plot is not right. Why is the situation developing in this direction? The current situation person is completely unfavorable to me. The sect members questioned Qiu Jinqi. Qiu Jinqi, I'm asking you, your cultivation is high, but it is not as high as our sect leader, right? Do you pay no mind to fighting, or are you trying to run away from battles? Do you know how serious a crime this is? Qiu Jinqi thought, why am I getting threatened by these three people? Normally, they can't even go against my words. Shouldn't I be the one threatening them today? A sect member told me, little Sect Master, please don't be scared. We are all on your side. Be courageous and ask him why he isn't injured at all. After a moment of thought, I quickly nodded in agreement. Uncle Qiu, you. I hadn't even spoken yet when Qiu Jinqi interrupted me and started acting. That day I was trying to help all the disciples leave, so I did not use my cultivation to fight. Because I was afraid the disciples would get hurt. If this is counted as a misdeed, please punish me accordingly. Playing this game with me? You're too inexperienced. I said in a babyish voice. Uncle Qiu's words make sense. Do I punish or not? Qiu Jinqi continued his acting. Good is good, bad is bad. This elder is willing to be punished. This elder is willing to receive punishment, so please do not go easy on me. I smiled and said, alright, Uncle Qiu, then I will punish you. I will punish you to face the wall and reflect for 3 years. Qiu Jinqi began to doubt whether he had misheard me. At this point, Qiu Jinqi was flustered and said, wait, little Sect Master, what are you talking about? That was not what I meant, young Sect Master. Before he finished speaking, I closed my eyes and fell asleep. Even if you are a 3-year-old kid, how can you fall asleep right after you mentioned it? Don't act like that. Other elders said, the order is out. It can't be taken back. Qiu Jinqi, what is there to hesitate? Go and receive your punishment. Keep quiet. The young Sect Master is asleep. Don't wake him up. You said you were willing to receive punishment. Now you want to take back your words? Fine, up to you. Guess what? You said just now we're all bluffs. Just then, I slowly opened my eyes and said, Uncle Qiu, even if you don't want to receive punishment, it's fine. After all, I'm still young. What I said can't be fully trusted. Qiu Jinqi realized this youngster is acting since the start to punish me. I can't imagine a 3-year-old to be so good at acting. I got fooled. My defense got broken. I believe this punishment is fine. This brat is so cheeky. Such a good actor. Just like his father. I will do this punishment. This Sect Master position of yours. Let's see how long it's going to last. Hearing this, the people present looked at Qiu Jinqi with hostility and said, Qiu Jinqi, what are you talking about? Are you doubting the young Sect Master? Young Sect Master is so cute. Why are you slandering him? How did I not find out before that he's such an inhumane person? Where's the law enforcement? Bring Elder Qiu to the Reflection Cliff. I believe he will enjoy it there. Qiu Jinqi chuckled and said, Reflection Cliff? Heh, that place can cage me? His foolish disciple started to imagine. In the 9 cultivation level, no one can go against Master. Why not when there's a chance? Just kill this little one and become the Sect Master. Looks like I have to help my master as a genius. I interrupted him and said, if I remember correctly, you're Uncle Qiu's disciple, right? If you also didn't get injured, should you also go to the Reflection Cliff? He immediately became furious and said, who gave you the courage to say that? You actually think you're the Sect Master now? Seeing his insolence, 2 elders attacked Yi Qing, who blocked them with his fan. They were amazed and said, wow, he's young but already so strong. He can be one of the best disciples in the 2nd generation. Qiu Jinqi then spoke up and said, can't get away with bullying the younger ones. Yuanying against Qingdong? Are you mocking us for not having manpower? I was surprised and said, Lian Qi, Zhu Ji, Xianzhao, Ronghe, Qingdong, Lin Ji, Yuanying. He and the elder are only apart by 2 levels. So strong. A nearby girl was puzzled and said, little Sect Master, shouldn't you be more worried about our sect only having Yuanying as an elder? Qiu Jinqi joined the fight, knocked back the previously injured elders, and then came over to me with a smug face, picked me up and said, little one, even if your father sees this scene, he can't be angry. I cried and said, if uncle wants to kill me, then do it, but don't hurt the others. Can you? Seeing me still thinking of others in the face of danger, everyone present tried to attack Qiu Jinqi to defend me. This is exactly what I wanted. I can establish my authority and solve the problem at the same time. My acting skills are top-notch. I then shouted loudly, Father, you're here. A cold wind blew past, and Qiu Jinqi suddenly felt a chill down his spine. Who exactly was pretending to be someone else? Could it really be Jiang Yun? Was his loss of cultivation fake? I smiled and said, Elder, think about it. I'm just a kid. How could my dad let me take his place? Qiu Jinqi's mind raced as he tried to figure out what was going on. He turned to his idiotic disciple and said, Little Qing, follow me to the Reflection Cliff. He then gently put me down and carefully tidied me up. Sect Master, I was too impulsive just now. I'll take my disciple to the Reflection Cliff now. Please take care of yourself while I'm gone. Before Yi Qing could react, Qiu Jinqi grabbed his disciple and ran away. Just as Qiu Jinqi fled, I coughed up a mouthful of blood and fell to the ground. It was the 5th poison palm. That's why he ran away so fast. He poisoned the young Sect Master. Such a ruthless act. If this news spreads, he will be punished by everyone, exclaimed the 3 elders as they rushed to check on me. It hurts. 3rd uncle, am I going to die? I asked weakly. Don't worry, young Sect Master. Although my cultivation is the lowest, my healing abilities are one of the best. Even if I have to use up all my cultivation, I'll try my best to heal you. Old Qiu, one day I'll capture you alive, eat your flesh, and wear your skin, said the 3rd elder fiercely. In reality, it wasn't Qiu Jinqi who injured me. I had manipulated my pulse to force myself to spit up blood, and even left a palm print on my own body. I had intended to wrap up the situation nicely, but I didn't expect these people to show me such concern. Let the old man play with this body. What's interesting now is that this energy followed me here. What I used to scare away that old man was this energy. In my past life, even if I released just a tiny bit of energy, I could kill Qiu Jinqi. But now, I can only use the power of the mysterious space to scare him off. However, this body doesn't have much power, so whatever I say is just bullshit. Sigh. There's nothing I can do about it now. I'll need to make myself stronger first. Even if it's only a small portion of my old power, that can still help protect the people down there. I slowly opened my eyes and said, ah, this feels so comfortable. It seems like the third elder helped heal my injury. Wait, this feeling isn't right. I feel like there's something huge pressing down on me from behind. I turned my head and saw that it was Xinger holding me, ready to assist me with urination. She gently said, since we returned from the palace, you have been in a coma. I was afraid you would wet the bed, so I was helping you control your urine. As soon as I realized what was happening, I pulled up my pants and was about to run away, but Xinger stopped me, saying, why are you embarrassed? Didn't I help you with the same thing before today too? I hurriedly refused. No, I can do this myself. Then, I accidentally touched Xinger's arm and noticed that she had no pulse. When I asked her about it, Xinger looked puzzled and replied, young Sect Master, how do you know this? Weird physique, no pulse, no heartbeat, no cultivation. I asked, was it my father who ordered you to stay by my side? Xinger continued, old Sect Master roamed the world long ago, and he found me, who was abandoned in the fields. After I was brought back, Sect Master found out that my body was not suited to cultivate. Maybe I have the most useless physique in my life. I won't be able to cultivate, but now, Xinger can take care of you for the old Sect Master, so I'm already very glad. In the little one's memory, it's true that she has been taking care of him carefully. When the sect was attacked, they depended on each other. I thought to myself, if I help Xinger to enlighten and cultivate together, we can ascend to the immortal realm together. The gap between the upper and lower realms is beyond what ordinary people can imagine. I had seen with my own eyes the chosen one who reached the Yuanin realm in just a day and left the body in 3 days. He only spent half a month breaking through the realm. In the lower realm, passing the easiest challenge would already grant the person a good title. Those who cultivated for thousands of years in the lower realm couldn't even be compared to the chosen one's 3-day cultivation. The history books say that there is a type of physique that, when not enlightened, the body would resemble that of the dead, and they are unable to cultivate. However, if they are enlightened, they progress at high speed and have no enemies to compete with. I asked Xinger, do you want to cultivate? She replied, of course, but my body. Sigh. I comforted her, saying, your body is not bad. If I have to guess, you have the very rare secret concentric body. Wuji Sect Back Mountain. Jiang Yun was practicing within the 8 fields heart igniting magic circle. Suddenly, there was a loud bang. It still doesn't work. This magic's backlash is so great. It's only been 5 days, and I've already dropped from Chuqiao to Yuanin. Even after I used my ancestor's magic circle, it still didn't restore my magic power. I'm afraid that after 3 days or so, I'll turn back into a human. Jiang Yun said. Jiang Yun asked his subordinate, how is Ziki? The subordinate replied, reporting to the master, young master is fine. In fact, he is doing better than we expected. However, this lowly one suspects that there is a professional behind the young master that is helping him. A professional? What do you mean? That day, Qiu Jinqi entered the palace. This lowly one was preparing to act, but I didn't think there would be another professional, and with only his grandeur, he scared away Qiu Jinqi. To think, the only thing that can scare away Qiu Jinqi can only be a high-leveled professional. This lowly one guessed that it might be master's plan, so I didn't interfere. Chuqiao realm? Where did this Chuqiao realm come from? Could it be that there are some casual cultivators eyeing my sect's foundation? The situation is still controllable with only one Qiu Jinqi, but if there is one more out-of-body master, the situation will be completely uncontrollable. Next, you have to pay close attention to the young master's movements and report to me no matter what happens. The foundation of the Wuji sect must not fall into the hands of treacherous people. Outside of Wuji sect, Xinger sat on the steps and asked, what is the secret concentric body that the young master mentioned? I've never heard about it from the previous sect master. At this moment, I am practicing. Only if one completes the god's test stage, then they will ascend to godhood. Now, I need to get back to the state of cultivation of my original self and break through a big realm first so as to help Xinger get enlightened. I have suspected this thing for a long time. This thing can follow me. It is definitely not as simple as providing some energy. Original sword, pure sun sword. This rebirth, not only the mysterious imprint is still there, but even my original sword body is not lost. In my previous life, I was born with a sword body. Even if it is placed in the upper realm, it is a terrifying physique that is rare to see in 10,000 years. It's a law of nature. Chaos, fire and water, sky and earth. The origin, pure sun sword. With one sword proves my cultivation. One sword can defeat the sky. But in this way, do I walk the path I've walked in my previous life? No, I want to walk a path that belongs to me. Heaven and earth evolve all things. The road of transformation and the primordial. The path is invisible. Today, I will try to cut the origin with the sword. The boundless darkness is like the sound of ancient Zen, and it is also like the whisper of a god. The so-called path to simplicity is just a sea of bitterness. The origin of the sword breaking is the sea of bitterness. Will the sea of bitterness remain endless, or will it be cut open? Sword Sword of Origin. Cut again. I remember now. I am Sword Master Jiangziki. Pure Yang Sword Body. Wuji Sect's current Sect Master. Xinger outside the door saw me at this moment, entering the legendary state of enlightenment, shocked beyond belief. At 3 years old, I only practiced for a few minutes and broke through 10 small realms in a row. In just one breath, I was already condensing the foundation of the Great Tao, thus attracting the godly thunder tribulation. Even the gods are jealous of my talent. At the foot of the mountain of the Wuji Sect, in the restaurant, everyone is talking about me. At 3 years old, becoming the head of the Wuji Sect. It's really ridiculous, and falling from a second-rate sect to the bottom of the section. At this moment, 2 girls with enchanting figures are walking on the street, bored all day on the mountain. It's better to take a walk down the mountain, but the Wuji Sect is not that great. Sister Han, try this candied hawthorn. It's delicious. Don't think that buying me candy hawthorn will let you run around. Don't forget what we came here for. Okay, now it's time for the Wuji Sect to change hands. We're here to congratulate the new head of the Wuji Sect and also to explore the truth. You idiot, shut up quickly. How can you casually say the master's orders? Why are you more talkative than the master? Sister. At this moment, the sky suddenly changed. Senior sister, look quickly. What is that? It's Calamity Cloud. There are such powerful people in the Wuji Sect. Calamity Cloud means that as long as one can overcome this tribulation, one can level up. But there's another situation where cultivators on the other side want to become immortals by overcoming this tribulation. Just at this moment, countless thunderbolts fell from the sky, and everyone fell to the ground, afraid to move. It almost scared the girl so much that she wet her pants. Who would have thought that there would be a great expert in the tribulation period in the Wuji Sect? If he wants to go on a killing spree, I'm afraid that everything within 1,000 miles will turn to dust. At this moment, I am in a state of enlightenment, and a thunderbolt strikes, instantly destroying the house. Fortunately, I activated the energy shield and protected Xinger. Oh god, are you jealous of my talent and eager to get rid of me? It only took a few minutes to break through 10 small realms in succession and consolidate the foundation in a single breath. Heaven does not envy me. Who else would? Maybe I should move somewhere else, or my Wuji Sect may cease to exist. On the other side, 2 other sect disciples flying on their swords are heading towards the Wuji Sect. I don't know what kind of madness the senior brother has, but he actually asked us to come to the Wuji Sect to celebrate. What's the point of a mediocre sect like Wuji Sect having us to come? Just as they were speaking, senior brother, look, what is that? That's Calamity Cloud. It seems that it's in the direction of the Wuji Sect. I wonder which senior chose to undergo tribulation at the Wuji Sect. It's just a pity that thunderbolts have descended, and the Wuji Sect may no longer exist, but it's worth it to see a sect vanish in the thunder tribulation with our own eyes. Our sect has yet to have a master in the tribulation period. Senior brother, it seems that Calamity Cloud has gotten bigger. Now that you mention it, it does seem a little bigger. Oh my god, it's coming towards us. We're going to die. Junior brother, run. Excuse me, friends in front, could you please make way? Suddenly, a thunderbolt struck me, and these 2 Dingchan temple disciples suffered as well, running around trying to avoid the thunderbolt. Fortunately, they were quick enough to escape the disaster, but even the protective talisman that my sect leader gave me was destroyed. Lu's senior brother, is that the great expert undergoing tribulation at the Wuji Sect? Why does he look like a child? At this moment, I am not pleased. God, do you have any manners? I'm not ready yet. Don't you see there are other people here? What if innocent people get hurt? Xiao Lu looked shocked. That is the simplest way to return to youth. I never thought I would see the ascension of a great master in my lifetime, and I'm so excited that I can hardly contain it. With the ascension of one brother, this continent has gained another supreme emperor. At this moment, the heavenly thunder did not stop, but only grew louder and stronger until it finally condensed into the rumored immortal calamity. All powerful cultivators must survive 3 calamities. The first calamity is to escape humanhood. When a thunderbolt strikes, one will either lose his soul or become a saint. The second calamity is the immortal calamity. It is the preparation for ascending to the upper realm. Rumor has it that there are 9 paths in the immortal calamity, and after each path is passed, the power will be doubled. After the 9 paths, a person will completely get out of the physical body and soar to the god realm. I looked arrogant. I have a great place. Let's see if you can cut it. Then, with a flash, I appeared behind them. Never mind. I'll take you 2 poor guys with me. Just as I was about to take them away, a bolt of lightning struck. I'm crossing my tribulation here, but I almost caused you harm. Please don't blame me. And now, in their eyes, I was like a god. How could we dare to blame you, senior? It's just that our cultivation is not good enough, and we caused you trouble. At this moment, the 3rd thunder tribulation was gathering. It seems that the senior's decision to choose this place was a wise one. Under heaven, only the Wuji Sect would not mourn if it were destroyed by heavenly thunder. Do you know what happened to the Wuji Sect? They were targeted by the evil sect and almost wiped out. The sect leader was also seriously injured. Do you know how old the new sect leader is? He's only 3 years old. They actually let a 3-year-old baby be the sect leader. I had a black line on my face. It didn't matter if I could ascend or not. I just wanted to see my own strength and what realm I was in. Senior is indeed powerful. I don't know if Senior needs a disciple to take care of things for you, even if it's just a servant. I'm willing to serve you for life. May I know how should I address you? In the future, I will surely make you my goal to strive for and work hard in my cultivation. I'm Jiangziki, the Sect Master of Wuji Section. Palace of the Great Zhou Dynasty. What great lord is this? To actually move into the territory territory of our great Zhou dynasty while crossing the calamity and ascending. My lord, this is a great auspicious sign. What a noble status to be able to cross the calamity. From then on, this palace will be blessed. This is the 4th one, right? I wonder if he can pass the 9 calamities and ascend. If he wants to stay in the world, even if he wants half of my empire, so what? But inside Taiyao God Palace, a masked old man is also watching everything. It's already the 8th. Yes, master, I did not expect that we would witness the 9 calamities again. I wonder if this master who's passing the calamity is good or evil. I actually hope that the 9th path will be zapped down quickly, whether it is ascended or annihilated. At least this world will be clean. Your wound, it's starting to hurt again? If it's an evil lord, I will use all my cultivation to stop this. At this moment, the thunder tribulation unexpectedly dissipated. Countless thunderbolts continuously rumbled in the sky, and then they unexpectedly condensed into a thunder dragon. This is the 9th of the 9 tribulations, the 9 heavens thunder tribulation. The thunder of the calamity seemed to want to destroy everything. Soon, the dragon looked down and roared. I snapped my fingers. It's so noisy. Can you stop for a moment? At this moment, the calamity unexpectedly stopped. The 2 disciples of the Dingchan temple looked surprised. The thunder stopped. That was the calamity. I never thought there could be such a powerful spell in the world. Not only did it absorb all the thunder, but it also disappeared in an instant, and even the gods couldn't detect it. What a remarkable cultivation level. All things in the world cannot escape from the control of the gods, yet you, senior, can manipulate them as if they were in the palm of your hand. But it's just a little trick to avoid the heavenly thunder. In fact, I'm just a 3-year-old sect leader of a declining small section. You guys say, isn't it? I saw the 2 of them bowing and apologizing to me at 180 degrees. We were wrong. I burst out laughing, just scaring you too. But what you saw today must not be leaked. Rest assured, after we wake up, we won't remember anything. I saw the 2 of them raise their fists. Are you ready? Then, with a bang, they punched each other and passed out. Hey, isn't it a bit too much? Just promise me not to tell anyone. Why do we have to do these things? I have to hurry back to Wuji section. They'll be in chaos with such a big incident happening. Meanwhile, at the foot of Wuji sect, everyone was kneeling on the ground. Is it over? Did the big shot let us go? Did the ascension succeed or fail? Hurry, and contact the section. Bring generous gifts to Wuji section. Furthermore, some even wanted to marry the little junior sister in the section. The 2 scared women slowly stood up. Sister, did a big shot really appear in that small Wuji sect? Anyway, we all survived because of Wuji section. But what about the gifts? A senior sister looking at her with a mischievous smile. Why are you looking at me like that? Senior sister, this was another siege that Wuji sect faced after the invasion and killing by the evil cultivators. At this moment, I teleported to the room. Young master, chaos has broken out. There was such a big thunder just now that almost destroyed Wuji section. I heard someone was crossing the tribulation in Wuji section. I know about that. Later, go and summon the 3 elders. I have an important matter to discuss. Before the words had even fallen, the 3 elders burst in through the door. Did the robbery thunder just now hurt you, young master? Your blood and energy seem to be flowing smoothly. It seems that the 5 poison palm has already dissipated. You should comfort the disciples under the section. The person who crossed the robbery just now was my master. What? The emperor who crossed the robbery was actually the young master's master. It seems that our Wuji sect is going to rise again. There was another loud noise. Master is in trouble. Something big. Something big. Are you all crazy? Can't you just walk through the door properly? Do the doors and windows have a grudge against you? Does this make the situation more urgent? A secret letter from the great Zhou royal family has arrived. The king will visit in person, and there are also a large number of visitors coming to visit at the foot of the mountain. There are even people from the big sects. Even the Hahuan sect has sent someone. When they heard Hahuan sect, the 3 elders looked shocked. Outside the gates of the Wuji sect, there are already crowds of people. The gift givers are coming one after another. Even the rooms are filled to capacity. And I am also hosting a grand feast within the section. At this moment, the 2 girls sitting across from me are looking at the senior sister from the Hehuan sect. I didn't expect them to come too. The renowned elder exquisite from the Hehuan sect. I didn't expect her to be here as well. There is a saying in the rivers and lakes that it is better to marry a brothel wife than to provoke an acacia girl. They are experts in charm techniques. No matter your cultivation level, you will be charmed by them. Not only that, their intelligence gathering capabilities are extraordinary as well. They can even infiltrate the royal family of the great Zhou dynasty. Senior sister, does Elder Exquisite have any connection with our exquisite sect? No, she doesn't. They are just a group of licentious people showing off their lust. If they have the ability, they can try me. Master, please lower your voice. It will be bad if people hear you. I am at the 9th level of the godly realm. How could I be afraid of a woman? Judging from her cultivation, I'm afraid she's only in the early stage of the aperture realm. Senior Chi Xiaoxi, since all guests are here, it's better not to start a conflict. Let's give them some face and have some tea. Soon after, the elder from the Yihuan sect came to the side of the old man. He praised the old man. Hey senior, who has advanced cultivation and possesses peerless skills, how could I compare with you? We are just looking for a foothold in this troubled world, and I hope that senior can take care of us. It's still considered flattery coming from you, little girl. It's a pity that the senior feels inferior to the elders. In the eyes of the juniors, only the position of the sect head is worthy of you. Haha, this little girl speaks so pleasantly. Although I also feel worthy of the position of sect head. Just as the old man was laughing heartily, his disciple interrupted him. The old man was suddenly startled. What happened just now? Damn, how dare you mock me? You made me reveal what was on my mind. At this moment, I also make a dazzling appearance. Everyone is here, and my little Wuji sect is shining brightly. Greetings, new Sect Master. The girls see me, such a cute little child. Instantly, infatuation surged up, then everyone quickly stood up and greeted me. Wow, everyone's cultivation is so high. It seems that there is no one below the aperture realm. You are all my seniors, so you don't need to do this. Get up quickly. At this moment, the beautiful woman from the Hehuan sect couldn't believe it. This cultivation level, why does it look like the heartbeat realm? But he is only 3 years old. That's the imprint of the gathering of 3 flowers. That explains how a 3-year-old is in the heartbeat period. 3 flowers gather at the top, an immortal physique. It is also extremely rare in the fairy world. Those with this physique can sense special auras and have dozens of times the speed of cultivation. Jian Yun, he really is your child. What a surprise. Just at this moment, she actually disappeared in front of me. It turns out this beauty came to the back mountain of the Wuji sect to meet my father. It is already an honor for everyone to come here when the Wuji sect is in great trouble. Keep this kindness in your heart. The Sect Master uses milk instead of wine to toast to all of you. Then everyone started to flatter me, and I transformed into an actor. What's the use of talking nicely? I don't like any of the things you gave me. As soon as this statement came out, everyone was speechless. Xinger next to me laughed secretly. Little Sect Master is so straightforward, but the gifts these people brought were really petty. Just at this moment, Yu Xiu, an elder from the Godfire sect, suddenly stood up. Sect Master Jian, those are just appetizers. A good gift is, of course, hand-delivered. I'm Yu Xiu, the elder of the Shinhua sect. I came to make friends with the Wuji sect in the name of the Sect Master. I quickly asked, then, what good things can the Shinhua sect bring? Elder Yu Xiu from the Godfire sect then took out a Millennium Blood Ganoderma. This thing is the Millennium Blood Ganoderma lucidum, taken out from the Eternal Blood Pool, and the vitality is still there. As long as it finds a suitable place it can still grow. Hearing that the vitality is still there, I was also very excited. The effect of the Blood Ganoderma lucidum, I don't think I need to talk too much, right? It's still alive? This group of mortals only know the treasure of the Blood Ganoderma, but they don't know that the most rare thing is that the vitality is still there. Using the law of time in the mysterious space, I can easily turn it into 10,000 years or even 100,000 years. This thing contains violet blood energy, and directly swallowing it can improve at least 3 levels of cultivation. If other medicines are assisted to refine the pill, you can directly break through a realm. Uncle Yu, I like your gift very much. This gift is great for Xinger. But just at this moment, a young man suddenly stood up, saying that he wanted the Blood Ganoderma, and mocking that I, a little child, was not worthy of possessing such a thing. Before I was reborn as a 3-year-old cutie, I was at least the Sword Venerable of the immortal world. I didn't expect that today. I would be insulted by a cultivator of a lower realm. This small punk arrogantly said, this Blood Ganoderma is of great use to me. I advise you to behave. If I am angry, the one in trouble is your Wuji sect. I looked displeased and said, holy shit, are the lower world cultivators that arrogant? Whose kid is this stupid? I am the 8th generation disciple of the lone sword god, Xian Yuan Cheng. I don't care about the sword god. How can my stuff be taken by you with just one sentence? Xinger muttered to herself on the side, how arrogant. This is outrageous. No wonder he has such an attitude. He is the disciple of the sword god Lone Fang. If I was in the peak of out-body stage at 15 years old, I might be more arrogant. I asked in confusion, is this lone sword god that powerful? Xinger explained fearfully, the world's first sword god, one of the many geniuses of the imperial realm, aloof and murderous. He only takes in a disciple every 300 years. At present, he has already taken in 8 disciples. But do you know why everyone is saying that Xian Yuan Cheng is his only disciple? He takes in a disciple every 300 years. After 300 years, he will duel with his disciple. Winner lives and the loser dies. The rules are that simple. And Dugu Sword God has won 7 rounds in a row, which also means he has single-handedly killed 7 of his disciples. How weird. I like it. Ahem, all of you, don't be so gossipy in a public place. So what? Did your master not teach you not to touch other people's belongings? Have you never heard of propriety, justice, and integrity? The girl on the side laughed and said, Senior sister, this small sect master is quite protective of his belongings. But everyone present is no match for Xian Yuan Cheng. Who can do anything about him? Xian Yuan Cheng looked proud. I know that this item is very precious. I can give you some pills to improve your cultivation, better than wasting it in your hands. I waved my hand. So what if I use it to cook a soup? I just don't want to give it to you. Piss you off. What you are relying on is only your transitional period cultivator's backing. My master is of the same cultivation level. Do you think that he will go against the legendary sword god just for you? Stop dreaming. Do you think all of these people are here to make friends with you? They just want to fawn on the powerful master. Don't take yourself too seriously, kid. Why do you want to say such things out loud? Everyone already knows it in their heart, but just does not want to say it out only. No wonder all the gifts sent by everyone are so casual. So this is why. Small Sect Master, we are all earnestly congratulating you. This is not only a precious blood spirit mushroom, this is also full of my Godfire sect's sincerity. Then, disciples from various sects stood up and said that their sect also had treasures to offer. It's my turn next. Please have a clear look, little Sect Master. My eyes sparkled. Is it true? Is everyone sincere? That's great. Shinger, remember all the gifts they just mentioned. This blood Ganoderma is a gift that the old one offers to Wuji sect. If I take it back, where's our face? There is a reason why I want the blood spirit mushroom. When my master traveled around the 9 provinces, he was once attacked by 10 peak combined body stage cultivators. Although my master killed all of them, he also lost his essence blood and has not yet been able to heal. 10 great combined body stage cultivators all killed by him? What kind of unbelievable cultivation is this? If he has this blood spirit mushroom, I dare not say his cultivation will improve further, but at least the loss of essence blood can be made up. This is the reason. Is this kid stupid? He actually revealed such a secret. Give me the blood Ganoderma. Give me the blood spirit mushroom from Master Dugu Fang. Sorry, although we respect old senior Dugu very much. As soon as the words were spoken, Xian Yuanqing drew his sword, placing it at Yushio's neck. It must be said that Godfire sect's elder, Yushio, is quite a tough person, refusing to yield even with a sword at his neck. On the other side, my father is actually chatting with the elder of Hehuan's sect, and from their conversation, it seems like they vaguely mention my mother. And in the Wuji sect's main hall, Xian Yuanqing shouted arrogantly, "The audacity of Godfire sect, daring to refuse me? Are you not afraid of annihilation?" Suddenly, a voice came. What an audacious claim to annihilate my entire section. Xian Yuanqing, you have a big mouth. Then, with a swoosh, 2 long swords flew towards Xian Yuanqing from behind. Who dares to attack me? Would you dare to say those words in the sacred grounds? I looked at the ground. These 2 weapons seemed familiar. At this moment, 2 of my newly recruited junior disciples came to the rescue. Everyone was shocked. Lu Tao, the 2-finger deity, and Wen Ting, jade-faced scholar. These 2 are famous disciples of Dingchan Temple. Meanwhile, Xian Yuanqing, this little trash, is still shouting, mocking my 2 junior disciples. He advised them not to meddle in other people's affairs. This remark made the 2 of them laugh heartily. I wonder where you get your sense of superiority from. You actually dared to show off in front of us. Oh my, little brother, you're quite impressive. You let down your bangs and I almost didn't recognize you. My 2 little brothers are quite efficient. They managed to style their hair and rush here in such a short time. I asked Shinger what the sacred place they mentioned earlier was. It's a place that cultivators from all over the world aspire to go to. Legend has it that it's the place closest to the gods. And my 2 little brothers are quite knowledgeable about it. They walked forward and kneeled down to greet the Wuji sect's leader. This scene shocked everyone. What level of existence is Dingchan Temple? They actually kneeled before the leader of Wuji sect. My little brothers were secretly delighted. Bunch of idiots. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, who would believe that this 3-year-old kid in front of me is the powerhouse they were talking about? The 2 of you came from afar as guests. Please get up quickly. But this Xian Yuanqing is really arrogant. He even dared to point his sword at them and threatened that whoever dares to stop him from taking the blood Ganoderma would bear the consequences. Then he emitted a golden light from his body that I have never seen before. Such an arrogant person. Everyone present was scared and sweating coldly. Then Xian Yuanqing, this little trash, actually made the first move. Oh my god. It's Du Gu's signature skill, Dawn. Today, the blood Ganoderma is within my grasp. Take my sword. But Wen Ting casually blocked Xian Yuanqing's attack with the fan in his hand. It's the Great Sun Vajra Mantra, Dingchan Temple's top skill. It is said that many cultivators in the temple are unable to learn it in their whole lives. Wen Ting was afraid of damaging Wuji sect's hall, so he invited Xian Yuanqing to fight in the courtyard. Then the 2 of them flew towards the courtyard. Everyone was very excited and rushed to watch this rare battle. And I sat on Elder Chen's shoulder, watching as my little brother Wen Ting easily defeated Xian Yuanqing. Xian Yuanqing used his 3 ultimate skills, Sky Slaughter, Ghost Whistle, and Phantom Slash, and attacked Wen Ting. With a loud shout, Wen Ting summoned a golden bell that protected him from Xian Yuancheng's fierce attacks, leaving cracks on the bell. Not bad, little brother. But now, watch my dawn wind and waning moon. I couldn't help but laugh at these over-the-top skills. Under Xian Yuancheng's full-force attack, the golden bell finally shattered with a loud bang. As Xian Yuancheng's sword was about to pierce Wen Ting's chest, he suddenly stopped. Why can't I move? Wen Ting approached him slowly, making Xian Yuancheng break out in cold sweat. Xinger transformed into a fangirl and said to Wen Ting, "You're really powerful and handsome." Wen Ting responded disdainfully, "You only know that the Great Sun Vajra mantra is a very strong defensive skill, but you don't know that it is also a domain skill. My cultivation can only allow my domain to be 1 foot in front of me. I am undefeated within 1 foot. This is an upper world skill. I once saw a deity friend place his domain over an entire city, and with just a thought, he could massacre the city." Despite being beaten, Xian Yuancheng continued to be arrogant. "How dare you act so arrogantly with your current strength? Today, let me teach you a lesson on behalf of your master." Provoked, Xian Yuancheng seemed to have a terrifying existence sealed within his body. Oh, it's getting serious. A powerful seal in his body broke. Xian Yuancheng's face twisted into a fierce expression, and his whole body emitted a horrifying red aura. A roar echoed throughout the Wuji sect. Oops, I accidentally opened the restriction in his body. At this moment, a young man full of fantasies was very excited. Xian Yuancheng actually has an ancient evil dragon sealed within him. So cool. Wait, something's not right. This aura is unfamiliar. I've never seen this kind of dragon before. Could it be that Senior Sword Saint had some unexpected encounters somewhere? Xian Yuancheng took a deep breath. Lu Tao realized the situation was not good and quickly warned Wen Ting to get out of the way. The next second, Xian Yuancheng spewed out clumps of red flames from his mouth. I also felt a sense of impending danger and quickly summoned my protective treasure. I don't know if I can catch up in time. Is this guy a maniac? The power of these flames is on par with heavenly tribulation lightning. How to handle this? I can't stop it at all. With a bang, the flames exploded instantly. Damn it, did I still miss it? This is the little fanboy I just recruited. Seeing Wen Ting being swallowed by flames, Lu Tao, who was standing next to him, was stunned in place. No, this can't be true. It's over. The disciples of Dingchan Temple are in trouble in our Wuji sect. We're done for. After a moment, when the flames disappeared, Wen Ting surprisingly seemed to be unharmed. I looked puzzled. Who saved my little fanboy? Only a huge shadow appeared above the Wuji sect. Wu Liang, heavenly deity. The righteousness of the earth and the heavens lives on. You evil demons and filth. Surprisingly, it is Yunshuan Daoist of Taihao Immortal Sect. But this skill seems to be infringing. You little trash. Let me annihilate you with 1 finger. With a bang, Xian Yuancheng was pressed tightly by the huge finger. Despite being crushed by others, the old man still arrogantly interfered in other people's business. I will tear you to pieces. Then, with a teleport, he broke free from the bondage and rushed towards Yunshuan with all his strength. I am going to tear you in half today. You, a younger brother, dared to cause trouble in Wuji sect. I will teach you a lesson. Yunshuan slapped Xian Yuancheng away with 1 palm. To be able to make me use the legendary skill of Taihao Immortal Sect. This will be the greatest glory of your life. Taihao Immortal Sect's Yunshuan specially came to pay respects to the senior today. Then Yunshuan deactivated the battle mode. Since someone helped me solve the trouble, I'll go out and greet them. The little Sect Master is also from the Holy Land. Judging from his cultivation level, he is probably second only to your master who crossed the tribulation. Then Lu Tao helped Wen Ting up. What happened just now? I originally wanted to use true words to educate him, but I didn't expect that there was a seal of an ancient evil dragon inside him. True words unexpectedly became the key to unlock the seal. How is this possible? Our Dingchan Temple's secret technique, how did it become the key to unlock the seal? I secretly sneaked into the scripture pavilion and discovered this sealing technique while my master was in seclusion. This sealing technique is called the strongest on the earth because it requires the 3 sects to work together to cast it. Even if it's a god deity, it can also be sealed. And this seal can only be broken in 1 way. That is the Great Multiplication Heart Sutra of our Dingchan Temple. Are you saying that this person has a monster with a power close to a god sealed in his body? Luckily, my cultivation is not enough, so I only managed to unravel a small part of the seal. Otherwise, today would have turned into a great disaster. Wen Ting, Lu Tao, are you both okay? Thanks to Senior Yunshuan for saving our lives. My friend and I are not seriously injured. That's good. If something had happened to you, I wouldn't be able to explain it to your master. Yunshuan has reached the peak of the crossing tribulation stage, but I have never been able to penetrate this rotten game of chess to reach the celestial realm. I hope this senior will give me some guidance and clear up my confusion. So, you have come to seek help. Well, I am the head of the Wuji sect. The person who crossed the tribulation is indeed my master. What do you want to ask? Did you bring any gifts this time? If this senior can help me with my doubts, then this exquisite chess game here will be the gift. Wait a minute, isn't this the treasure that I threw into the mortal realm when I ascended to the immortal realm in my previous life? I didn't expect this old man to get hold of it. In my previous life, I was a peerless sword immortal who ascended to the immortal realm. When I ascended to the immortal realm with my sword and opened the door to heaven, I threw all my treasures into the mortal realm just in case, including fragments of my divine consciousness. Now, I have been reborn as a 3-year-old child with the help of these fragments of divine consciousness. And unexpectedly, today I encountered the treasure that I threw into the mortal realm. At this moment, the teenager said, "It's actually the treasure that guards Taihao Immortal Sect. Yun Xuan, you really have a generous gift. Young master, here is the law enforcement elder of Taihao Immortal Sect, with profound cultivation, known as a divine immortal in the mortal realm." I quickly praised Yun Xuan while secretly making calculations in my heart. Yun Xuan also modestly praised me for reaching the heart movement stage at the age of 3, saying that I will surely soar to the sky in the future. The teenage boy in his delusional phase was surprised when he heard that I had already reached the heart movement stage. He exclaimed that if he had the exquisite chessboard to assist him, breaking through the heavenly gate in the future would no longer be difficult. I pretended to inquire about the origin of this chessboard. The teenage boy in his delusional face told me that it was approximately 1,000 years ago when a treasure from the heavens descended and caused various sects to compete for it. In the end, the Dingchan Temple seized the Universe Pearl and became one of the strongest sects in the central continent. The Taihao Immortal Sect obtained the exquisite chessboard and became the #1 sect in the world. The Lord of the City of Heavenly Pride obtained those 3 rings and changed them into 3 pagodas for people to cultivate. Anyone who achieves a ranking in the once-in-a-decade Middle Kingdom Heavenly Pride ranking will be allowed to enter the inner cultivation, and the Heavenly Devil Sword fell into the hands of the evil sect of Holy Fire. Later on, this backfired as the Holy Fire sect's congregation had turned into bloodthirsty monsters and were besieged by several sects, causing them to retreat to the Western Death Swamp. Presumably, Taoist Yun Xuan's cultivation technique was derived from the chessboard. Yes, but unfortunately, my aptitude is mediocre, and my comprehension is not even 1/10 of what's inside the chessboard. So, I came to visit today with the intention of comprehending the chessboard along with the master of the young master. Uncle Yun, you've come at an inconvenient time. My master has gone into seclusion to cultivate after crossing the tribulation, and I don't know when he will come out. How about this, Uncle Yun, let's talk in detail inside the hall. Then I led Yun Xuan into the hall. Yun Xuan asked his master at this moment, did he comprehend anything during the tribulation? I made up an excuse to avoid answering directly. Then I instructed Xinger to serve tea to Yun Xuan and told her to stay by his side at all times. At this moment, Yun Xuan was still guessing and even said that my non-existent master may have already refined into a divine body. At this moment, Xinger approached him. Yun Xuan realized that this maid was not ordinary. The ancient book recorded in the body unexpectedly contains the spiritual platform square inch. Those with this constitution can absorb spiritual energy into their bodies at any time, and the speed of absorption is almost 100 times that of ordinary people. This is definitely a cheat skill. Now even my spiritual energy is involuntarily being absorbed into her body. Once this woman steps into cultivation, she will definitely achieve a realm above the Emperor's level and ascend to the immortal realm. In just a short moment, she has already used my spiritual energy as a foundation. He's really cunning, taking advantage of his small size and his big ambition. I understand now. The cause of all this may be this maid. Taking this child as a disciple is just to divert attention so that no one will notice this maid. Well, I'll just do a favor for the situation. On the other side, the great Zhou Emperor, accompanied by his barbaric daughter, arrived at the foot of the Wuji sect's mountain. Then he instructed the national teacher with a task. Since ancient times, in order to prevent death, those who have crossed the tribulation would all rip off a piece of their divine sense. By finding the piece of divine sense, you can control the person. At the foot of the Wuji sect's mountain, the great Zhou national preceptor took out a very disgusting disc, which made the great Zhou princess look disgusted. Then the old man started reciting an incantation to activate the disc, but the next moment, the little ghost in the disc yelled, "Who's there? Hiding and sneaking around?" The hidden guard in the distance felt uneasy. This old man's perception is so strong. Before he could react, the old man appeared in front of him the next moment. Such fast speed, better retreat quickly. Then he used his own unique skill, Ghost Shadow Vanishing Step, and saw numerous clones scattering in all directions. The old man smirked and said, "Daring to show off your insignificant tricks in front of me? A rope flew out from his long sleeve and directly tied up the hidden guard. You really don't know your place, dare to come and monitor us. Inside the Wuji sect, I have been discussing some useless matters with Yun Xuan all along, just to let Xing'er absorb more spiritual energy by his side. But at this moment, Yun Xuan has a look of disappointment on his face and says, Young master, I think some things should be done in moderation. Don't go too far. Nowadays, Xing'er has already advanced from the Qi condensation realm all the way to the fusion realm. This is truly an incredible cultivation cheat. This old guy's spiritual energy is indeed pure enough. I didn't expect Xing'er to reach the fusion realm in such a short time. There's still a long way to go. Let's spare this old guy for today and let him recover first. Xing'er can absorb enough later. Xing'er, since Uncle Yun doesn't like you serving by my side, you should go back first. At this moment, Yun Xuan finally breathed a sigh of relief. Finally gone. If he didn't leave, my spiritual energy would have been sucked dry. Xing'er, didn't you see that Uncle Yun's teacup is empty? Go refill it quickly. Upon hearing this, Yun Xuan made a gesture of refusal. Just in case, Yun Xuan directly smashed the teacup. No need to trouble, young master. I'll quit drinking tea from now on. At this moment, a voice came saying that the great Zhou dynasty's monarch has come to pay respects. Everyone else quickly left. Yun Xuan was also surprised to see the old man in front of him. Elder son whispered to me, saying that the monarch of the great Zhou dynasty has come personally and we should take it seriously. So, I told everyone in the hall that the monarch has come today for an important matter and I won't keep you all. Everyone left tactfully. Then I grabbed Yun Xuan's hand and asked him to accompany me. You are truly cute. Alright, I'll go with you, but let me remind you, young master, people in the Imperial City are best at playing mind games. No matter what conditions they propose later, be cautious. Don't agree to anything. When I saw the great Zhou dynasty's emperor coming to visit, my two little fans were also confused. Why did the Xian Yuan Kuang-Su also come? I am the current sect leader of Wuji sect. I suppose your majesty also came to look for my master, right? Unfortunately, my master is in seclusion and cannot receive guests. This is unexpected. I heard that the Wuji sect suffered heavy losses from an attack by evil cultivators. I hope the gifts I brought can help revitalize Wuji sect. Moreover, just now when I came up the mountain, I happened to capture an undercover evil cultivator in Wuji sect. Perhaps it can help the young sect leader resolve his doubts. What is the real reason for the attack on Wuji sect? At this moment, I am filled with indignation. This person in my memory was my father's subordinate. How could he be an evil cultivator? Could it be that when my father was young, he infiltrated the evil cult as a spy? It must be so. This person must have been subjugated by my father during his undercover period. There is only one truth. That is, my dad seduced the saintess of the evil cult. Like my handsome father, he can be said to be the dream lover of countless girls, while infiltrating the evil cult as an undercover agent to steal secrets. His identity was discovered by the saintess of the evil cult during a fight, and his mask accidentally fell off. Attracted by my dad's charming face at first sight, they fell in love. Forget about the rules and identities. My handsome father took advantage of the situation, and successfully pursued the saintess of the evil cult. Afterward, the two of them wandered the world together. Yes, it must be like this. How dare they beat up my people like this? It's unforgivable. I'll find an opportunity to teach them a lesson. At this moment, the princess of the Great Zhou noticed me. Is this the sect leader of Wuji sect? So small. Can you even sit in that sect leader's seat? You, big sister, are so annoying. The royal advisor said. This is our country's Princess Huang Yu. Yun Xuan was greatly surprised. It's actually Yu'er. It seems that Yun Xuan has some relationship with this princess. Only to see Princess Huang Yu embrace me tightly. And my two little fans behind me looked at me with admiration. The young sect leader is amazing. Then the royal advisor announced the gifts brought by the great Zhou royal family. 10,000 taels of gold and 10,000 bolts of silk. All kinds of exotic stones. 333 pieces. 5,000 top-grade sword weapons. Another 100 Shen-grade techniques. 10 Earth-grade techniques. All kinds of pills. A total of 3,333 bottles. This gift is clearly helping Wuji sect rebuild its section. These things that were sent over, we can easily establish a top-notch sect with them. The elders looked at so many valuable gifts. Their hearts were already blooming with joy. Look at you, with no ambition, just with these meager gifts. You kneel. They are all just trash. Completely useless. Meager gifts? How dare you speak like that, little guy? Then Xian Yuan Kuang-Su expressed his intention. He took out a hero invitation from his sleeve. Yun Xuan said, so this is the purpose of your visit today. I asked Yun Xuan what this hero invitation was. That's not just any hero invitation. It's a hasten death talisman. In the depths of the great Zhou royal family's underground lies an ancient tomb. For years, the Great Show has invited top cultivators from all over the world to explore it together, but all these people have disappeared without a trace, and my senior brother is one of the victims. So they wanted to set me up, so I said to the Lord, then I refuse on behalf of my master. Then I asked Elder Chen to take the Lord's men away and ask them to return all the gifts. But this arrogant princess actually said I don't know what's good for me. Even Xian Yuan Kuang-su doesn't take me seriously. It's really irritating. Then the Great Show national teacher taunted, correct, Yunshan. Why do you worry about other people's matters? Furthermore, what if your senior brother is just addicted to the tomb and does not want to return? Hero invitation widely invited the world's heroes. Unfortunately, there is no Yunshan. Do you know why? Because you don't deserve it. I have to say, this old man is really asking for trouble. Yun Xuan was so angry that he exploded on the spot. You old bastard. Today, watch me teach you a lesson. In the next second, he'll directly press the old man to the ground and rub him against it. It seems that our grievances will be resolved today. The shameless old man shouted, Yun Shan. It seems that you still haven't let go of what happened back then. Huh? Yun Xuan looked angry and said, let go? Back then, I broke the heavenly gate with one sword and was about to ascend. But you attacked me when I was not prepared, costing me my chance of ascending. Blocking my path to ascension is the same as killing my parents. How can I forget? How can I let go? The battle between the two of them was intense. The arrogant princess asked the king, I didn't expect the national teacher to have done such a bad thing back then. The national teacher was chased by Yun Xuan for 20 years before finally seeking refuge with us. I quickly told Elder Sun to put away the ring. Elder Sun looked confused. Young master, wasn't I supposed to return it just now? I told him that if there's a chance to gain an advantage without any cost, we shouldn't miss it. Although these things are of no use to me, they are still very useful to the sect. When I saw their battle, I suddenly thought of a mischievous idea, so I held Shinger's hand and ran over. The old man tried to dodge while explaining that ascending was a complete scam and that he was actually trying to save him at that time. How could Yun Xuan believe such nonsense? I saw his aura getting stronger and stronger. It seems that today we must come to a decisive battle. The old man looked at Xian Yuan Kuang-su beside him and had no intention of making a move. So he stopped holding back as well. Since you are so stubborn, then I won't be polite either. I saw the collision of two energies, and their battle even showed signs of triggering tribulation. Xian Yuan Kuang-su said to Yu'er, you have to watch carefully now. The duel between powerhouses crossing tribulation is not common. I saw the two of them preparing for a big battle, but I didn't expect the next battle between them to be like children playing house. The arrogant princess on the side was completely confused. Is this what battles between powerhouses crossing tribulation look like? The two of them only realized now that something had happened. What happened to my wave? When Yun Xuan noticed me and Shinger behind him, he finally realized what was going on. I knew it was definitely this kid's doing. I saw me taking on the role of a cheering crowd on the side, cheering for Yun Xuan. Yun Xuan looked embarrassed. Now it's difficult to get off the tiger. I'm really unwilling to show weakness in front of this guy. I was too careless today. I forgot that I was tricked by this kid just now. Not only did I cheer for Yun Xuan, I even cheered for the old man. I didn't offend either side. Both of them, cheer on. Today, all the damaged items in the venue were paid for by my Wuji sect. Just at this moment, I was suddenly pulled up by the arrogant princess. So, it was you, little brat, who was instigating behind the scenes. Come clean. What are you up to? I said with a face full of grievances. Big sister, you're so fierce, I'm scared. Jiang Ziki, you're a troublemaker. It's all because of you. At this moment, Shinger ran over. What are you trying to do? Let go of the young master. But the arrogant princess actually slapped Shinger away with a single palm. At that moment, I erupted in anger. How dare you lay a hand on my Shinger, even if you're a princess, so what? At this moment, everyone's eyes turned towards me. It seems that the royal family really doesn't regard my master highly. Xian Yuan Kuang-su quickly came out to mediate and asked me to put away my magical powers first. But the arrogant princess showed no signs of remorse. Is it not just me injuring a maid? Can't I just pay her back with some pills later? We brought so many precious treasures, full of sincerity. Instead of being grateful, how can you guys still remain so arrogant? I looked indifferent and said, sincerity? Ho ho, did you think I wouldn't know about the dirty things you guys have done below the mountains? If my master doesn't listen to you, are you planning to threaten him with his spirit flower next? The old man and Xian Yuan Kuang-su were shocked. How did he know? Xian Yuan Kuang-su quickly explained, but the arrogant princess kept slapping his face and even planned to use it as leverage. I told the arrogant princess, if you dare, today will be your burial place.